Santiago, thank you guys so much. Make some noise, Chile! I'm so happy to be here. Let's bring all the energy. Vamos, Chile, let's get loud. Let's make some noise. Let's make some noise. Santiago, la estamos pasando bien. ¡Vamos! Es momento de darle la bienvenida a un equipo que quiere repetir internacional, que quiere Masters. Ellos son Gracias, Santiago. Make some noise. This grand final started. Have some fun today. Goodbye. Thank you.
It's now a question of if they can defeat the masters of their region. We're going to Corrode to start this series, and it's an interesting one for me. PaperX playing this Sentinel comp. They've looked good after changing up some of their style on this map, beating two America's teams here.
Nongshim first on the attack at the ready. Quad stack working their way. It's just Forsaken, tucked in behind this Viper wall, but he gets flushed out. Francis reads it, finds the headshot. There's that first blood found.
That's already good prep being shown here by Nongshim. That's a spot that PaperX likes to tuck into.
Envy, clean one tap. Francis now on the floor, back into a 4v4. Ghosts pretty much across the board here for PaperX. A little bit more oomph behind this. See if they can find their target. So is Ivy looking for a timing. He gets caught off guard. Not ready for something. Just jump, plant his feet, and find the headshot. Suddenly, Nongshim reeling a bit here in the pistol. The barrel for the slide across. Envy gonna get caught on the Danby. Finds that kill. The shutdown RB. Trying to clutch it out, but it's gonna be Envy to stand a bit taller. 3K over 3K. PaperX find the opening pistol. Looking to go on that golden road here, alongside PaperX joining this year, and already finding themselves on one of the biggest stages that we have to offer. As here's the judge around the corner, something give Demi a little bit of his own medicine, but they return fire with these bandits in hand. It's looking damn clean.
This is something that a lot of teams have been leaning into recently. Forsaken finds one on the back.
Gets a kill on X-Ross. Ivy, however, this time a lot cleaner with the Sheriff. It's Francis trying to get himself tucked in behind the bricks, and I don't think it's going to matter too much because Forsaken has his knife out. Claims the kill, and Nongshim, barring Ching, pulling a rabbit out of the hat. They're going to be tying things up 1-1. Paranoia to connect on the no on an RB to shut him down. That recovered Judge doing wonders, and just like that, it is already neck and neck.
One bandit, 3 sheriffs.
It's an all-Pacific final. Let's see if we can really bring Pacific to the stage here in Santiago. Get a trade back on some of these Thrifties. X-Ross, however, some different ideas. Able to find 2 before getting taken down. Danby just going to be collecting that weapon. Francis looking for an angle with that Outlaw. Slow walk down. Jing hearing the swap of the weapon. Swings the corner, and Ivy will have him dead. Something in the divide, trying to see if they can get a bit more damage in. Not pull off the clutch itself.
Going to be tough with that Outlaw there for Francis. He's going to have a great angle, no matter which direction they end up coming from.
First hurdle going to be Danby. Sat here, center sight, bottom of hut, with the eye on the swing. Takes his head clean off, and suddenly You have to start wondering, is it possible? Can they do it? Devi, he says yes. Finds the one. Drop down. Has the read, and he has the shot! Welcome to Pacific, ladies and gentlemen! And we knew coming into this it was going to be an exciting match.
Oh yeah.
And this is already delivering well beyond what we might have anticipated. We didn't really know what to expect given that they've never played against each other, but something now that Judge again in hand, able to find the shutdown on the Dambi. Is Nongshim gonna be left scratching their heads?
Yeah, Forsaken got a dink in there onto Francis as well, so he's actually gonna try to hold the line a little bit, see if he can challenge Forsaken. Jump peek though, top of the toxic screen, but showing that Yoru is gonna keep a couple extra players over on the B for Paper Rex. In fact, even pulling the rotation of Devi potentially. Does have some of that Vice util though to rely on to help something, to give him a little bit of an early warning system.
Oh, and it's just getting worse. Back down to 22. Trying to continue to keep that interest on this side of the map. Something for now, alone on A. Being cycled forward in the mid might give Paper Rex a bit of an idea of what the game plan is here as Francis is gonna get caught. Anticipating that second layer, but also Nongshim very slow to try to scale in towards his A site. And on the approach that they're taking, something's gonna happen. He's got that Judge in hand.
Yeah, he just needs to play it safe. He's got, again, that Vice util as well. Just kind of give him a little bit of help. As soon as the wall is gonna be popped here, Devi's already in place to help. Thorns there, Judge at the ready.
It seems like this little back and forth will be coming to an end here. Something greets them at the door. RB to fall. And it's gonna be a flawless for Paper Rex to move up 3-1. Once again, storming his way forward in the mid, the Paranoia to greet him. Holds him back for a brief little moment as he's trying to get the slide going.
Wow.
Eventually will be able to find it. How he keeps working these miracles, I do not know. That is Jing dead. He'll continue to utilize that weapon, trying to lock off that yard position, make it unassailable. Something at the same time, trying to hold the line here on this A site, but has to refract back over to safety. Reads the position of Ivy well, just trying to see if he can get a straight tap in, but won't be able to make it happen. The poison orb set up. RB now just spraying and praying. Seal Garden just to take away what few weapons they do have in hand. Ivy tucks back away from that one. RB trying to TP out. Is now the convergent pass as well going to be layered in. Something on the entry up and over, but loses out on multiple players. And the timeout call is absolutely gorgeous. It's a flawless in reply for Nongshim.
The dimensional drift is going to maybe give away his position. Actually, they're checking main. They know that Paper Rex likes to be aggressive there.
They get the spot. Oh, exit, and something is so damn ready for it. Immediately shuts him down with that shorty. Looking for the peek, but Jing already claiming the kill on X-Ross. Looking for the flick. Ivy able to find something, but Jing is there for the trade back. Suddenly a two-player advantage. RB halted in his tracks, needing to try to find some value, but Forsaken just swings out, takes the fight and takes his life. Dambi found now on that flank, and Paper Rex not allowing for Nongshim to start building up momentum. But Jing might be able to find a timing to get in behind. He'll send up the Paranoia, so they're going to be aware of the Omen's position. Slide forward, Dambi looking for that kill, unable to spot it, but does note the two players. Up around over on that elbow, the swing out, and Dambi collecting both. Divide Forsaken both going to be eliminated. Jing now here at Heaven. Being able to find the one, something still working his way all the way through B main. He's playing with an operator, and now the pit is placed.
This should be unassailable for Paper Rex.
Slow creep forward. X-Ross dead. The Nightfall available and immediately invested in B. Feels like they have a solid chance to be able to take this one. As there's a spot out in Ivy. Caught! The pit now gone. RB dead, and Dambi recovering from the decay. Has three players to try to clear, but Envy cuts him down. Plenty of time remaining on the defuse, and Paper Rex up 5-2.
Now you're on a weak bye. You have one hero rifle in the hands of Ivy. Something again, holding this line. Oh my God.
It's a shutdown onto the critical player. It's Dambi dead again. Ivy working his way through mid is able to find Envy here over the previous round, going to be eliminated. Something he's still here, still standing. Does get caught by the flash. Manages to back away. They can't chase in deep enough, fast enough because of the hinder. Finds himself plenty of space with that saturate. Ivy needs to come up with a kill, but he cannot. Forsaken just has him outdone once again, and X-Ross cannot get the Sheriff drawn fast enough. 2 players in the post plan, a Stinger and a Bucky. Francis is looking for some damage. He's the one eating it, and RB now would have to clutch it up with a Bucky. Finds the first 2. Grabs the Phantom, TP's back across the opposite side. And as he swings, it's to his demise. Devi out wide, catches him by surprise, and that is going to be PaperX now, already up 6-2.
They're hitting good shots, that one in particular from something who has been stellar with the operator here in the playoffs. They're gonna go pushing.
Trying to bait with that Prowler, allowing it to come into him, but that's gonna be something. Okay, just scooping up the quick kill. Francis now dead. And at every twist and turn, Nongshim are just struggling to find any kind of early advantage.
It's been different looks every round. I mean, PaperX has been showing them a very deep playbook. And now with that wall popped, they're gonna have a couple players here in place. Thorns to open this up.
Looking for that timing. Devi swinging forward, will be overwhelmed. Shot connecting, but not getting the elimination. Now the overdrive in play, and Tommy's able to find Envy. Player advantage here in the hands of Nongshim. Looking to a full, actually 3-player wrap, at least the 2. Going towards A main, RB. About to find out, though, that Forsaken has scaled a lot further forward than he might have anticipated, so suddenly we're back to parity.
Forsaken's got a pit if he gets in deep enough.
Given where the players are playing, he could just, okay, walk forward, but does still have that spike and belt, but the TP up on top of Hot. Tombi is there, in position, finds the punish. Looking for the slide down, a bite, layered in. Ivy just trying to delay as much as humanly possible. The slide, and Tombi just going to be a hair off, and now Forsaken into a 1v1, or rather something into a 1v1. Forsaken does fall, but the time is just not going to be there, so he has to make his exit, backing away. Ivy looking for the kill, won't be able to find it. He will go down to this spike, but Nongshim do barely manage to bring back the round.
Well, it's something, that's for sure, but another very different look here for PaperX. Leaning the op in towards mid. They're not seeing anything, so.
It's about to see Ivy. Looking for the flick down, and Ivy, lucky to be alive. He's anticipating this repeat, and he wins it out. A critical find for him, but Devi at the same time able to find Damby back over on the B site. Francis forward, tucked into the coming Prowler. Chase does get cleared. And RB dead as he tries to TP over to get the spike planted, for the return fire looking decent, but Envy, was looking excellent for a brief little moment. Once again, Ivy here in that 1v1, but no real clue where the hell Jing could be. He's got 56 seconds to play around with, though. So it looks like he's going to make his exit, anticipating that Jing would have gotten over towards this B site.
It's a really nice read here from Ivy. Great understanding of negative info. As an operator that he's just gonna bypass, of course. 11-6 right now. Ivy, such a stellar clutch player for Nongshim. Coming into this, their opening match, he was outrageously good. He's got another chance to do some real damage. Jing, no ult available. He's gonna have to hoof it on foot. Does have the paranoia. So if he can find Ivy out, could find an opportunity to use that ability to shut this one down. Ivy gonna tuck in towards elbow though. Try to play off the taps or the spikes, it looks like.
Still does have that bite. Obviously would give away his position once he lobs it through. Smoke now in. Jing able to hold this one up to half. He's gonna try to just stick it, and Ivy doesn't manage to find the kill! Jing just too fast on the draw!
This time, just Forsaken and Envy. He's gonna challenge this B hit. Could clear the Prowler though, and a follow-up. As Devi leaning in this direction.
Looking for that pass hit yet again. Paranoia connecting on the Forsaken. Damby sliding forward. Able to find Envy. Turns back in. Francis will fall, but Damby collects a second elimination. Devi. Not gonna be able to shut him down this time. Damby maybe starting to find his footing, coming alive here on the stage. Pit now gonna be invested as well. As Nongshim know how desperately they need this final round of the half, and Damby gonna be able to find himself a fourth. Something dead, now it's all on Jing, will quickly be cleaned up, so 8-4 at the half.
Really interesting stuff that we're seeing. Slowly work their way up A, but this mid push, 3-man push, completely unaccounted for. Envy maybe finding out the hard way. Drifting up.
About to have that contact. He's good for the first, looking for that second, but Damby just continues The slide across, dragging the attention, dragging that cross here. Well, X-Ross under some fire, the swing coming in Dubai. On the approach around the back, X-Ross gets a read of it though, turns back! Facing forward, finding himself a third. Now suddenly it's Jing, the 1v3, the quick fade away. Now beat down on the floor, Ghost recovered. Jing trying to make a go of this one, but RB takes him down to 14, the spike now collected. He's still on the approach. The swing around the back, and Jing just no idea where RB has gotten off to. Will just swoop forward into RB's open grasp. Pistol goes the way of Nongshim. Give them a chance. We'll send out that Prowler. It's confirmation now that the Paranoia goes flying. He's able to back away. Forsaken on the scale forward, catching Ivy completely off guard. That A site is wide open. Dambi not able to find Envy. He holds his own for one. Backpedals, shifting over to the side, but still is into the fight. Turns the flash, looks for a little bit more. Won't be able to come up with the goods. Vandal recovered now into the hands of Francis. Devi's position going to be noted here in mid, but something. Sol to try to play him in. Keep him tucked away. Keep him a mystery. TP forward. He now strikes. The blind there on Francis. He finds the second, looks for the third. X-Ross has managed to shut him down. Comes up with another. And two players surviving. Paper Rex will be able to close out the anti-bonus.
Maybe speed and aggression would be their opponent's sort of go-to.
Francis push forward. It's Forsaken on that late lurk. Wanting to reopen that A side of the map, potentially go for the pivot, but now there is no further recourse. They have to push forward. They have to try to get the plant down here on this B site. Refract out, the flood in from Nongshim. They're going to pull off the retake as Jing, however, on the swing, finds himself a second, but Dambi will find the shutdown.
Be right back.
Still alive, still with that Nightfall. Should they feel they have earned the space to open up with it. Jing, however, getting tagged low, as is something. Refracts all the way out, but Jing is pushing forward, quickly dispatches Dambi. Bandit yet again doing wonders, but he cannot steady the spray to find RB. Ends up being that 1-for-1. While the rotation's back, Francis setting up that gate crash all the way across towards the B side of the map. Be able to join in, reinforce alongside Ivy.
I wouldn't have minded seeing Jing TP out of that spot there, but Snakebite at least going to force Ivy back. Something, though, getting lit up on the way in. The rest of the team hasn't been able to join him, so X-Ross tucked in the corner.
Peek out, and Francis able to find Envy from on high. Device still going to be good with the Sheriff. Cleans up one, but needs a hell of a lot more, and at the moment he is completely boxed in, now flushed out.
Seconds left.
Something good for the one kill, but Ivy gets a drag across, finds the headshot. Timeout call not going to be leading to a thrifty here for Paper Rex. You know how far forward something is now that Refract expired. Dambi turning back over towards Man and X-Ross, taking that first fight, something going to fall, and X-Ross finds the double up. Envy now dead, he gets 4! RB will find the final, not allowing for an ace to come through, but it's a flawless round. Paper Rex wanting to up the pace. He's been slow going these last several rounds. They're going to try to change it up a little bit, and Dambi does get tagged down low. Blind shots from something, putting him down to 30. Well, RB caught on timing, Forsaken able to find him this time around. Cleans up the kill, but already Nongshim getting their forces in position to hold the line here on this A side, but Dambi now going to be traded out. Player advantage at the moment, over to the side of Paper Rex. Forsaken expounds upon that, finding Ivy. Now it's just Francis and X-Ross trying to see if they can take this up to 11.
It's a great scramble recovery here from Paper Rex. Really good use of their util to close off that A-Link angle, using the Thorns and the Poison Cloud.
Forward into the smoke, the shorty, looking for a target, but now X-Ross all alone. The swing out, Forsaken has him. 3 kills, and we get tied up 10-10.
If he reads it correctly, and he does. They're baiting here for Francis.
Trying to. And he's just gonna take a straight shot through the wall. Something dead. RB filling space forward into the smoke. Eventually will be fished out of it, but my goodness. What an opening kill from Francis. And everything that Paper Rex had in mind for this round immediately has been squashed.
Brilliant setup from Nongshim, diverting those Prowlers so Francis doesn't have to deal with it. Then he just goes for the big shot and hits.
Now the reposition in the mid, the spot on the 1. The gate crash out to safety. Spike collected Devi has been spotted, has been worked lower. Jing, like a solid shutdown on the Dambi on the slide, but Charles is right there playing alongside the Neon. Now it is just Devi. They know exactly where he is, at least they should. Scale forward. There is that wall set up from behind. Ivy maybe looking to pop it to draw the attention. As Devi gets closer and closer, try to play an X-Frost, but I don't even know if he needs the assist. Swoop the corner. He will be able to find Francis still fighting as much as he possibly can, but Devi just cannot do enough in this round.
Coaches really understand their team and how they play this map and where they're more effective. They knew this defender side would be better. Here we go. Convergent pass in, Nightfall in. Goodbye.
Finding one convergent pass, finding the other, push forward into the smoke, and something's able to find Ivy. Dambi still alive here on the side, sliding forward, trying to hold this door as much as he possibly can, but he just cannot. Gets flushed out. Paper Rex, they commit the ults, they go quickly. They catch Nongshim by surprise. Nothing more for Francis to do to try to escape. Something on the approach will have him outdone. The flick not connecting.
Making Nongshim think they rotated.
Dambi a world away, obviously can join back in very quickly as the Neon. He does have that overdrive. But Francis, he had never moved, so Forsaken, it's an obvious place for him to check. Immediately finds the kill. Steel Garden will just keep them zoned back, stop them from flooding forward for a little bit longer. Well, Paranoia does connect on the 4. Forsaken says, I don't need vision to send out this pet! And something, gonna find one, RB with 2.
Down A.
Player advantage, however, now gonna be equalized as Ivy. Needs a kill on Envy, lobs in that bite. Looking for some damage, gets a bit there. Spam continues, X-Frost forward! Flushes them both out! The ultimate's denied! Nongshim! Dambi staying statuesque, not wanting to make a peep. Has the cover of that smoke though, and now will slide back across, swing the corner, finds one, Forsaken dead, looks for a hell of a lot more, and something down low, finished! Weapon scooped up, Dambi out like a thief in the night. Says thank you very much for the Vandal. And now Paper X stranded, corralled in mid, Jing swooping forward to his death, Francis is there. Swapping positions as it is just Devi left. Finds a second, it would have to be an ace clutch. Turns back, RP. The next one to take the fight, Devi able to win it out. Here's the approach, but the time is getting away from him. 11 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
And Ivy now arriving at backside the Lavin on the snake bite, Devi nearly dead. And the round is over, the map is gone. Nongshim struggle at the start, but they show us why they picked Corrode.
Really impressive stuff from both teams.
But when we switched over, it was a great approach from Nongshim as well. I think in particular, they had done excellent prep as to where something likes to path when he's playing this solo waylay. And they almost always had someone in good position to police and force him to refract.
Neon versus Raze head-to-head here.
Yes, this map really highlights some of the differences in the double duelist comps these teams like to play. For Paper X, they have the dive vision of Jing, and also Forsaken, who plays a lot like the dive with the TP.
And now they're going to have a very difficult task here going up against a Paper Rex that has been superb on split. Early deep one way and a kill for Francis.
Hell of a peek. Something dead on the floor to start off this round. Francis wants a little bit more, but Forsaken will be able to shut him down. Trust, however, with the trade up and out to Devi with the trade back, and then Dambi gets involved as well. Suddenly a 3v2. Forsaken down to 35 and out dead. Nongshim find themselves another pistol win.
Yeah, it's just a brawl here, but all on his own. He's just gonna tuck in. Judge is there.
A wide swing could be his undoing, but still it's gonna be able to find something in the back. But Ivy finding 2 in the front. In the end, Jing both eliminated. The snakebite layered forward. Trying to scale, stop them from collecting this spike and stop them. He has Ivy. 3K, potentially a 4th as it's just Devi. What a twist, what a turn of events so far here. That C's did connect. Just staying tucked away, but then Ivy finds him immediately off the hunt reveal. A 4K just locking down A main.
On both sides, in fact, something has one. You can see the one in Francis's hands. Jing.
Ivy with that pre-fire is able to find Jing, but okay, off screen. Dambi gonna be struck down. Jing does eventually fall. Duelist down on either side. Yoru's still yet in the mix, as there's the spot out, and Envy quick to collect the kill. Great boss of the A site now fallen.
That's huge. This opens up a lot of different options, whether you want to go B split or A. You're gonna have a lot of map control.
It seems like PaperX relying on that kill to maybe draw some additional attention towards A, but Francis has made the call. No, I can hold this. I have the operator. Decent enough angle, just checks around. Make sure no one's on that exit. Forsaken just watches something struggle with the Prowler.
Forsaken did throw a smoke over to A to try to maybe pull the extra player, but Nongshim's just holding. They haven't moved a muscle for about a minute.
Paranoia connecting, X-Ross. Lobbing in that haunt, but it gets cleared, but RB catches a glimpse, and that's more than enough for him to dispatch Forsaken. Approach from Envy here from behind, but his teammates down on the side, losing their lives. Suddenly he's the last one standing. Finds the first, drops down. Sees the in position, the time getting away from him, and Francis just Goomba stomps him with a shorty. That pit dropped, and now spot out on Francis's position, makes his exit with that gate crash, and does send him quite far away.
Whoa, this is so risky.
Something on the walk-in now going to be spotted. Tagged up a bit, slots forward behind the boxes. Envy pushing forward, is able to find X-Ross. Francis, however, strikes him down. The spike now on the floor, but something down below. Is able to find the first, but he cannot get the transition. Francis still alive, still kicking. Still fighting to the nail, but now a 3v3. Nongshim
Spike planted.
needing the retake.
This showstopper has to be good for PaperX. There's an overdrive for Dambi.
No more gate crashes. No easy exit for a sniper, and Forsaken. He's just missing a timing on that. He's going to try to scale forward, try to find that punish. Had he continued pre-firing the angle, might have been rewarded with a kill, but now instead he's going to be eliminated. Jing will be able to find Dambi, but now Ivy strikes in from garage. The time starting to tick. Jing, can he play this out? Finds the first. Ivy dead. Another paint shell lobbed in. That should be the round secured. As Jing comes alive. Finds a Red Bull clutch and gets PaperX on the board at long last.
He somehow gets away unscathed, at least for a bit.
Oh, well. Yeah, they're going to be playing those ranges. Paranoia is not going to be enough to dissuade Dambi. Jing, the hero of the previous, now gone off the rip, but it's time Forsaken. Able to secure the kill when he has somebody dead to right. Right of the rope from Dambi, keeping it quiet. Sliding forward, looking for the backstab with that judge. Meanwhile, a little leg shot there, and Dambi, he has just stormed the front. Forsaken and something both gone. The spike still a world away. Meanwhile, Francis cleans up the kill on Envy, finishes what he started. And Nongshim RedForce, they are not allowing for that momentum build, for that confidence to resurface from PaperX. They are smothering them out of this map.
It's just incredible. Dambi again, just right where he needs to be to shut Jing's entries down. He's got such a good read on where the Rays wants to be. And when he's got a judge there, not much you can do about it when you're midair, point blank range. Divide has a pit. Dambi the only one here. Swapped over to the Vandal. Is this going to be anything for Divide? No.
Not at all. A 4K for Dambi, 7-1.
PaperX just too scared.
Yeah, there's nothing to dissuade. Prowler now will get cleared. You hear that outlaw, he's looking for the angle, and Francis will get punished. A massive overstep, perhaps some complacency and misplaced confidence. He ends up getting punished, and now has opened the door for PaperX to potentially find their second round win. They need every single one that they could possibly get. Divide on that late linger. Hearing the bound across from Dambi. Relays that to the team, lets them know that he is coming. But X-Ross now gone. Dambi on the corner. The judge still ringing out, still taking lives, but Divide now arriving in heaven. Comes to the rescue. And it is just RP now remaining. Finds the first, looks for the transfer for the second, and he cannot. PaperX.
That overdrive, but also Francis's ult here. You can see now Paper Rex having to poke and prod a bit more, try to suss out these positions. That high-low is brutal.
Just trap after trap set up by Nongshim. Paper Rex just following the trail of breadcrumbs to their demise.
Anyone going to be watching their back. Okay.
Here comes the flood. The haunt out. The overwhelm is found. Forsaken trying to TP around. And Francis again kind of misplaying it as Forsaken suddenly they're in with a shout. A site completely opened up. He TPs over the screens. Sticks that one. The rest of the team still a ways away. Still plenty of time to work with. Should RB turn back, ride that rope and peek in. Might have been able to find a catch, interrupt them, but now Paper X had a very real opportunity. Forsaken both down low, 57 health between the two of them. A pit, however, available. They might just have to commit that in to this post plant. The drop down, Ivy looking for that punish. But the spike makes its way over onto the site.
Spike planted.
For now, it seems like they favor their numbers. They like their chances. So the pit going to be saved for the last round, but now Forsaken gone. Lowest HP member eliminated, but Devi holds his own. Ivy dead at the elbow, and now it is just RB. Trying to assess where Jing could possibly be. Now spots him, but Jing faster on the draw. Gets the headshot, and Paper Rex, they get up to 3. Dimensional drift as well, trying to counteract the pivot. Instead, they're just going to go crunching into A main. Showstopper going to be drawn out. RB, however, striking first, something dead. The push forward, Ching looking for a target, lobs it beneath his feet, and Tabby zaps him out of the sky, finds the follow-up, Envy's gone, and Pit be damned. Nongshim do not give them the chance.
No one's been able to really do on this map. There have to be big concerns, but let's see if they can rally back.
Might be able to find a timing here. Spike being transferred over, but something unable to collect it. Just not been able to find that form, that accuracy that he was putting on display just a mere few days ago. Devi, however, will find a clean one. That's RB dead. Spike recovered, something still fishing for it, looking for it, but managed to slide away. Now escorting that Spike over to the A site, which has been opened up. It's Forsaken fell.
30 seconds left.
Momentless here. Both sides. The post plant, the retake. And now Envy gone as well. Divide a challenge and to win it. Another belter of a shot from the Sultan. It needs so much more. Something caught. Dropping down to his death. 6 feet under. Jing now dancing around elbow. Is just overwhelmed, outnumbered, and outdone.
Well, those half armor buys they invested in the previous round, they're going to prove fruitful anyway.
Swing the corner and Ivy finding Envy. The judge just not hitting at all. Walls falling, the spot out onto something. It will just be the two players going their separate ways. Ivy tucks back, watching for that potential flank that will not come through. The clone to the corner, the poison orb delaying this approach down ramp. They're being held at bay as Ivy is right here on the corner. The push forward, into the second, into the fourth! Ivy! Absolutely decimating! Now looking for an ace.
You know where he's at.
Stuck here around the corner, they're gonna try to play him in. The shot's ringing out. Looking for the swing, and Ivy will have it! His first global stage, his first grand final! Who's just not been able to find his form, not been able to find his groove, and that is going to continue. Just cannot catch a break. Can't buy a kill at this point. Ivy will fall. A decent fight back here from Paper Rex. Do not want this map to come to an end, who do not want for Nongshim to get that 2-0 lead, to put them in the position where they have to reverse sweep. And so far in this round, so good.
Yeah, just
Not quite.
almost. Safer if you do it over here.
Yep, the shorter wall.
Yep.
There you go. If you were Mata, you probably could have made it over the top.
That's true, yeah.
So RB still wanting to try to make this painful, but he won't be able to. Devi able to hold his own. Francis, his position absolutely known and heard. Can he take anybody down with him? He is completely surrounded. About to have an old boy style fight here in the hallway, but it doesn't last very long. Paper Rex fight back for a fourth, but they need 8 in a row.
Right now, it's a mid push-up. Jing and Devi trying to play off of each other. There's Dambi.
Paranoia across. Dambi needing to turn back, but it will be Francis at that second layer to come to the rescue. Now Jing gone. X-Ross finds Forsaken. And in the blink of an eye, there's just 2 members of Paper Rex left standing. Envy and something to try to work a miracle. As the pit blooms and it cycles them into one singular position. Just an alley approach available. Francis still willing to fight forward. The swing in, he finds the first. Envy will fall. 13-4, outstanding from Nongshim as they kick off this final 2-0. One more map.
So now Paper Rex has to do the impossible to get their second trophy, and Nongshim has all the momentum on their side for turning around that Corrode when they were down 3-8 to get in that split, jumping into this abyss.
And are they even going to be ready? This is so quick from Nongshim.
In the back, Francis now striking, finding the first. Jing taking down some damage in reply, but the kill not yet found. Quick refract back, a pop flash. Francis looking for a little bit more, but it's going to be Dambi to find Forsaken. Something now gone. Envy only able to find the one. Devi scratching his head and wondering what the hell happened. Finds one. RB down to a single tap. A stiff breeze would kill off this Omen, but X-Ross and Ivy both very full on health. Devi tries to make a go of it, but will fall shy of the mark, and Nongshim
Looking locked in. There is going to be a Marshall pickup. Devi to grab it.
Francis has one of his own, and he's shown how deadly he can be. Devi similarly is going to be able to find a kill, and Envy holds his own. Double Marshall now in the hands of Paper Rex with a player advantage. Tying this up 1-1 off the rip would be such a fantastic start. Something, however, pushing forward into sight. Had his work cut out for him. Completely unfavored in that regard. Spike now to be collected. Looks like Paper Rex just going to try to commit forward onto this B site, deal with Dambi.
You got to shout. You got those 2 Marshalls. So if you can suss his position out early, he still has a saturate to slow you down. Does get tagged up there. Has to drop below. Fracks out.
Saturate, set up, Envy caught in midair. The spike now on the floor, the double swing now. Double face with those Marshalls, and Devi able to find another. Some space opened up.
30 seconds left.
The drone out over the top, has to be cleared. Eliminated, and Envy on the swing, finding one. Jing now, not known for his sniping, but still comes up with a solid shot to start it. Looks for that second, it's 1 bullet left. He will not be able to make it connect.
And yes, the rest of Paper Rex can be there to pick up the pieces, but Nongshim is too strong right now. Let's see if he can get it going in this round.
Francis again looking for that headshot. Unable to find it here, but Dambi catching Forsaken as he just goes double dashing up over the top. Trade back, Francis gone. Devi giving up that position, that flank into mid. As the pings come down, they have him noted. Might be going on a walkabout to see if he can try to intercept anyone. That gate crash gets taken by something. Might just be absolutely screwed. No, Devi out from window, able to have the covering fire, keeps him protected, and the rest of Paper Rex. They come out on top, they fight back, they deny the bonus conversion, get themselves on the board.
Does
gate
keep
crash
back
to tower. Clear the camera. Dambi trying to find an opener. To give the angles. Double dash, Forsaken working his way closer. Ping revealed. Spotted out. Some stray shots connecting on the Envy, put him down to 70, but still going to be standing, still able to fight. Devi, the one disconnected off site, unable to utilize the steel garden from this position, and now Francis and Ivy, one apiece. Francis being corralled from the side, but Ivy has the covering fire, keeps the Euro in the mix, and he fights forward to find something. Paranoia now on to the bye, to his demise. Nongshim.
Looking for answers. Now you're going to send in Forsaken to try to hold down mid.
Francis again, going on this deep walk. Ping is there, and Forsaken outdone, caught completely by surprise. Meanwhile, Tambi, a clean one tap to find something there in window. And Francis is just gone completely unnoted. They've given up this space. The Paper Rex are so frazzled, they're so scattered, that they just cannot keep track. Jing able to find the double pump. Francis dead, but now he is all alone. The dash forward, the saturate connecting as he slowly drifts to his demise.
This has to be it for Paper Rex. They have to turn it right here, right now with these ults.
Tambi's just taking space, but will get shut down. Jing just strafing into that smoke, able to find, but Francis still finds the time to take out something.
He's dialed in. He's feeling it on this map, that's for sure.
One hell of a heater. Forsaken now, able to find one as he does fall. Envy similarly. Jing setting up that paranoia.
Whoa!
But Xros just holds down M1. He anticipates his movements, and he finds him blind. The drone uncleared. Envy known, frantically trying to sprint away, maybe a pump fake. But either way, Nongshim scaling in, working their way behind him. Ring around the rosy here, perhaps Minot jumps across the opposite side of mid and will look to try to get this planted at B. Envy has been monstrous for Paper Rex in making it this far at the tournament. Can he find that prowess? Can he find that clutch? Take the backside. Plant now to come through, double approach from main. Recon shocks all available. Envy looking for the first, but he's the one eating the damage. Tucks back away from the recon. RP ready to swing, and Envy manages to strike. The regen shield pushing him back up, reinforcing his health. But Xros has the turn, has the kill. Virgin Path's gonna be sent over towards tower. No one at home. Dash in, Forsaken, dead. RP finds him. That might have even been before the cam reveal. I think he just caught him. Clone gonna be found now. Backpedal Ivy frantically trying to get away, but Xros with that Hunter's Fury is able to find a second. Envy and Ching both gone. Something doubles up the kills. Running just the one shot, the spike still needs to be recovered. The drone to check forward, doesn't clear the corner. And it's just a hair off. It's just right above the head. Something cannot find Xros. He picks up another 3 kills, and RB has the finisher.
Just on the players now for Paper Rex. Finally gonna invest the Dimensional Drift here. Try to use it to get a Hunter's Fury to connect, but Tombi's just jumping around.
Just cannot track him down. Looking for the exit and something fallen. Francis forward, finding Envy in window. Meanwhile, an exec attempt over on the A side of the map.
But the Cypher util is here.
The tripwires are still there, and so too is Ivy. Finds the first, gets the second. Xros in between. There's another flawless.
Is incredible, and you just have to tip your cap to their coaching staff.
All right, now Glass Cannon 4 to 5. Fairly empty B site. The crunch attempt from Nongshim ends up being a misread. Paper Rex, a window to get this spike planted. Pop Flash gonna be sent down, Ivy gonna be taken down, and now suddenly Paper Rex looking decisive in this round. As Xros unable to find a follow-up, and that leaves just Dambi. A 1v4, the opportunity to get the jump. Eventually won't find it. Divine from down below will keep Envy alive. And it is a much needed round for Paper Rex, but the best they can hope for yet again. The last 2 rounds work their way forward into these emptier sites. RB still here at tower. And Nongshim are very quick to rotate and get into position. Shock Dart just a hair off. That one will get a touch of damage onto Envy. Looks to try to zone them back. Paranoia at the ready, the wall going to be tripped. Devi getting the spot on a Francis. Quick little exit on that gate, crashes. Dambi diving forward, landing right in behind Inby. It takes Ross to find two, but Forsaken Devi, one apiece in response. 3v3 of the post plant, RB off to a wider angle. They're not spamming him. X-Ross on the counter spam has it, and they just hold the defuse. 10-2, Nongshim. They want this done.
Early grab of the orb there for Francis. Ivy might be the one to try to counter this Forsaken lurk. Might have missed the timing though.
He'll be able to spot the head, finds the shot. Ivy now gone. A key advantage and a key pistol that Paper X cannot afford to lose. Just dumping some flashes into the A site, trying to keep Paper X's interests tied over there. Meanwhile, Forsaken catching the rotations, so Paper X can begin their own. Francis still here. Base now doubled up. Forsaken will be able to find another. 3v5, Nongshim bringing the spike across, ready to get the plan, but Paper X are in pole position. The flood retake. Oh, Stabby now down. X-Ross able to find one. Continuing to try to do wonders here for the team. Finds the second. Looks for that third. He takes him so very low. But a couple kills elude him. And Paper X, they manage to persevere.
Nongshim wants to seemingly get pretty aggro right into this outlaw. That dart, though, doesn't clear him.
Something able to find the first shot. Cannot connect with the second. Does back away. X-Ross is grabbing up the orb. Yeah. Vi's wall right around the corner is the Vi's himself, is Devi. So waiting for this push. Ivy would love to have him swing into him. Barrel stuff with that bandit. Devi might just be giving him that opportunity, and he has. Ivy has the kill, and now the Spectre in hand. Francis still hovering around A main as Forsaken. Oh! He ends up getting red! Played it too patiently, and X-Ross cleans him up with the classic. Suddenly Nongshim, the player advantage, the plant to come through. Francis potentially getting caught. Spot on the Jing. Looks over it, in towards the window. Something also there, but Ivy still fighting. That Spectre put to good use. Francis fighting his way out of a corner. Jing gone! And suddenly there is just nothing more for something to do. They will not give him the chance. They will not give him the opportunity. They will not give him the mercy.
Yo-Man as well, a former player, joins the staff, and they have just got these guys on another level, on another planet.
We're fracked out. Dambi not going to be suffering that much damage. Just down at 79 is now the Hunter's Fury. Opened up. Forsaken eliminated RB's hand, but Devi with a nice shot will be able to find Ivy. Quick little pause. Not exactly where you wanted to go. But this ended up just being a brilliant fake. Either way, Dambi finding Envy, something gone. Devi eliminated. Jing, the last one standing, saturated, dead. Dambi has 3, and Nongshim have match point.
Look at this, everybody on Paper X looking for Ivy here. Literally everybody. Now something pulls, or excuse me, Forsaken pulls away.
He's still gonna be able to find one. Jing eventually putting him down, but not before also suffering heavy damage. Something now eliminated, and it feels like this series, this final is coming to an end. Francis takes out Devi. This is just Jing, now Forsaken, blinded up, hunted down, and killed. 13-3, 3-0. Paper X have gone extinct, fossilized, turning to oil beneath Nongshim's feet. 4 rookies on the global stage, and RP as their guide. They are your Masters Santiago champions. 938 days since that man in the middle was on a global stage. And now he lifts the trophy aloft